Hello, everyone. This is the Free American Press with your host, Alexander Horat. Today, I'm going to be talking about how California can easily become energy independent with oil production in the state of California and how it actually has some of the biggest proven oil reserves in the world. But before I get into it, if you could please subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video, that would be really appreciated. So what has been going on, everybody, in California is that we're seeing huge increases in gasoline prices. It's running around $6 a gallon in most of California, or even more. And it's a really crazy thing, and it's really unfortunate. And at the same time, the United States is banning, I guess, Russian imports of oil, basically barrels of oil to the United States. And even though Russia only produces 7% of the oil that's consumed in the United States, that's for some reason causing a huge, price up in oil per barrel, throughout the United States. Basically they're giving away, barrels of oil for free just a few years ago, actually giving you $30 to store it. And now oil per barrel costs over $100, and oil companies are making huge profits. And it's just another benefit of this war with Ukraine and Russia that these oil oligarchs are basically taking. And at the same time, there's basically 1,000 new oil wells that are seeking permits to operate here in the United States. In California, he said he noted the Newsom administration has approved just 67 new drilling permits so far this year, even as more than 1,000 applications await review. So this is crazy. You have 1,000 new oil wells just waiting to get drilled here in California, and basically instead of having them drill that, they're basically denying, the governor Gavin Newsom is basically denying Californians the right to make their own gasoline and oil, and basically to be reliant on countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Russia. And this really has to be benefiting the foreigners and not the people of California. And Kern County is fed up with it. This is really breaking news just 3 days ago. Kern County Board of Supervisors okay resolution asking to suspend oil gas production limitations. So they're really, basically, kind of going against the governor, Newsom, basically getting rid of these limitations. And I think it's worth pointing out today that what is happening in Europe with the exploitation of the people of Europe and holding them hostage for a demand for oil and gas products that they cannot produce on their own leaves them vulnerable. And basically he's saying that, and there are those in the world who are today conceiving of any way possible to exploit us in the same manner. And that's basically what's going on here in California. And the people of Kern County, the basically biggest oil producing county in California, the biggest, is saying no to that, and basically saying, Governor Newsom, can basically sit in his corner, and it's time for, basically California to produce oil. And I mentioned this in another video that I did, but California actually has something called CalGM, and it's tasked with advancing California's goal to become carbon neutral. And carbon neutral also means no people, because a large part of the human body is actually carbon by 2045. CalGM has jurisdiction over more than 240,000 wells, including nearly 100,000 defined as active or idle producers. So those are the people running our production. And if you actually look here, proved oil reserves, so 3,000 million barrels, oil refineries 16, and it actually says that California could add more than 500,000 to 2.8 million jobs in the state with these new oil reserves that they're finding. And it actually said right here, and the trend seen in other states could mean California will soon surpass Texas in oil production. So isn't that really crazy, everybody? Actually the biggest, producer of oil in the United States is Texas, and California could actually surpass Texas in oil production if they have more conservative policies and basically just allowing them to basically drill this oil in the ground so people can use it in California. And that's pretty crazy that we can produce more oil than Texas can. And it's just really time for us to produce it. And I also think instead of destroying all the dams that we have, we should be erecting new ones. Hydroelectric power is clean, free energy pretty much after the dam is built, and those need to be producing power for our people. Governor Newsom is also destroying those, and that's a huge problem here in California. And I also think we need to look at hydrogen power. I do think that, if we can find, something new compared to oil, but not these bad lithium batteries like Tesla likes using in these bad solar panels that never, decompose, and they have really harmful chemicals. If we can start moving to good alternatives, real alternatives, and not alternatives just to get us stuck, basically reliant on, Saudi Arabia or Iraq or Russia, it's really time for a change. And I just wanted to tell you all that. If you could please share this video with your friends, I'll be really appreciated. If you'd like to support me and what I'm doing with the Free American Press, I started a PayPal fundraiser. And by donating, you're helping me continue getting the word out on how our freedoms are being taken away and how we can stop them. I really thank you for your support. And a big thank you also to Carl Rice, and Christine, and Anonymous for donating to my fundraiser. I really appreciate that. And thanks again for watching this video. If you could please follow me on my other social media sites such as Gab, Parler, BitChute, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, that'll be great as well. Thank you all for watching. God bless.